was a fun win to be a part of. Our players, we talked in the locker room, we talked, after the game at USC about, just being all in and trusting each other, trusting the process. And we had some tough conversations, throughout the week, offensively, defensively, of what we need to do and how we need to adjust and how we need to play better. And the response by our coaches, our offensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator, our offensive staff, defensive staff was outstanding. But more importantly, our players. Our players played with the hair on fire, played with detail, played with great fundamentals, and just really proud of our kids, man. Really, really proud of our kids and how they played. What it should feel like, when you have a win, it feels like that. But there's still things you look through, and offensively, we got to be able to get those 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s. Those 4th and 1s we got to get. So we'll go back to the drawing board on that. And what we got to do to get better there, because there's going to be games where it's going to come down to that, and we got to just do a better job there. I thought tackling was so much better on defense, and just fundamentally sound, because the quarterback is dangerous, the running back is dangerous. I think he leads the country in missed tackles or something like that, and just overall, great job by our kids. Unbelievable play. He just continues to find the ball in the moments that you need him, and in the moments you need somebody to make a play. Sully always he just shows up, and that's because he's always in the right position. He's always doing his job, doing it right, doing it full speed, whether it's on special teams, on defense, and that was huge. And then for us to score the next play was just great momentum. Jimmy Roeder gets an interception, we go down and score. Those are the things that you need as a team to go win. So it was huge, and as a defense, just tackled better, played with better fundamentals, played with better eyes. The basic things that you need to go win football games, and that's what we did. Yeah, I mean, that's just something we thought we had to do throughout the game. Before those guys even, again, both of them, possibly could go. They'll return soon, but that room is deep. I think Coach Kasula does a really good job coaching those guys, and all those guys have ability, and you saw it today in the run and pass game. We think really highly of Zach Marshall, really highly of Deacon Tonelli, and we always talk about next man up, and in that room it's just the next guy's got to go, and it doesn't really matter who it is and what number it is, you got to go. So the decision was already made before that even happened. Yeah, those tough conversations stay in house. There are conversations. Nobody else needs to hear what was said, but we responded. Everybody responded, offensively, defensively, special teams. We responded. So you got to have those. In any great organizations, in any great family, there's conflict. There's things that happen. You got to push each other, and we did that this week. But we got to continue to do it. Willpower, just the want. They wanted it more. And again, credit to Coach Fish and their football team. I think they got a really good football team and dynamic players, but our guys wanted it more. And at the end of the day, that's football. It's pretty simple. You got to want it more than them, and if you do that, you can come away with victories like that. Career high, 25 carries, 133 yards and a touchdown. Outstanding. Ran physical, ran hard, did the little things right, and just played really well. Yeah, I think so. Even. There was one motion that we thought he could have got, but besides that, I think it was pretty clean, especially throwing the football, decision making, thought process, and there's pieces that you want more, and there's a high standard for him and what he wants, and he has a high standard for himself. So we're going to keep pushing him to reach that standard. But I think for this game was as clean as he's played. You look at the stats; he was 21 and 27. What was it, 70-something%?
78.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. He continues to take care of the football, which is huge, especially as a true freshman. So he's doing everything possible on the field, off the field to reach that potential, and he just continues to do it, and proud of him. I think right now, in terms of the goals, we just need to focus on this next week. We can't worry about what's going to happen or what team's going to win or what team's going to lose. We just got to win each game, and it starts with this next one next week. And that's a big one. It's a huge one. We all know the implications. We all know the rivalry. We all know what it's about. So we got to do everything we can to prepare mentally, physically, emotionally for that game, and then let everything fall where it may.